This week, much of Parliament's time has been taken up in the consideration of the voice. And I was very pleased to be able to give my speech in Parliament on Monday night, where I raised my concerns that I thought it was risky, that it was divisive, that it was unknown, that it lacked detail, but most importantly, that it was permanent. The Parliament just can't legislate for something that is contained in the Constitution, and I personally believe that it is a risky experiment that the Prime Minister is pushing upon us. The second issue that I want to talk about is the industrial relations changes that the Labor Party want to bring in, which I am very concerned, and organisations like the Master Builders Association are very concerned that it's going to impact upon subcontractors right throughout the building and construction sector. The unions will not stop until all subbies are on wages as employees, because that way they can control employees where they can't control them now as subbies. The Sunshine Coast is one of the major industries for the coast is building and construction, which relies heavily upon subbies. So all those subbies out there that are on the Sunshine Coast, you should be very, very concerned about what this government has in store for you. So watch this space. I'll continue to fight for you because I know, as someone who has worked in the building and construction industry for over 30 years before I went into Parliament, that the sector is so important to our regional economy, and I'll continue to maintain that fight for you. The last thing I want to touch base on is the sneaky changes that this government wanted to bring in relation to our Intelligence and Security Committee. Now, I'm the Deputy Chair on that committee, and I'm very concerned, and I've spoken about this in Parliament twice now, that this government is trying to bring in crossbenchers onto that committee when traditionally it is a committee of parties of government. They're trying to bring in some additional members. They're saying that it's going to ease our workload, but I suspect that there is an ulterior motive here, and guess what? It's not an ulterior motive that's going to impact for the betterment of Australians. It's going to weaken our national security, and that's what concerns me greatly. Anyway, that's a wrap for what's been happening in Canberra this week. We have another week next week, and I'll talk to you then.